Shot caught, corralled nicely. That headlock by VELTE.
You can see right now, Brazil, she is so flat-footed. I would love to see VELTE try and bring that head down to the mat.
There's some blood, and they're trying to figure out who is bleeding, and I think it's the American VELTE. So the trainer's going to come out and work on her. Started her wrestling career, her journey all the way out on the West Coast of the United States in California. Despite being told she cannot join the wrestling team in 8th grade, 2 years later, the high school coach approached her, asking her to come out and help out at the varsity level. She pushed past those obstacles, became a 3-time national champion wrestling for Simon Fraser University. Just finished her degree at Simon Fraser in Vancouver and has her degree in hand and has put forth quite an international scene, a silver medalist at the Grand Prix of Spain, but wanted to go out, was told no, stayed with it, and then eventually the coaches realized we need her. Paid dividends both at high school and at the collegiate level.
VELTE right now has a really incredible training situation. One of her training partners is Destasio, who won a world title last night.
That's right, for Team Canada.
That's right. She was at Simon Fraser, and beyond just VELTE and Destasio, Helen Maroulis trained out at Simon Fraser, so did Victoria Anthony. They are doing something right by getting those athletes to go there.
Right.
That'd be a fun room to sit in and watch, wouldn't it? All that skill, talent, see what they're doing right. Trying to find all the spots with blood. You see the crew ferociously working, trying to scrape and clean, get this ready for action. Meanwhile, both Nunez and VELTE continue to circle in the center, focused on one another, and we're back to action, not quite a minute into this first period. Final bronze medal match of these 2018 World Championships. Dropping in low as VELTE gave up on it. Nunez was able to get that leg out of there.
VELTE is very comfortable being aggressive, getting in her stance, having those heavy hands, collar ties. She's really going to work to fatigue her opponent.
Head action.
Doing great. Get that motion. Let's go. Those hands busy. Level change.
Shot clock, activity clock up for Nunez. Halfway through the first period, neither wrestler has struck the scoreboard yet, although VELTE in a position maybe to get one if she can't get a takedown before this activity clock expires.
I really like the pace that VELTE is bringing to this match. She's moving her feet, she's moving her opponent, she's setting shots up.
Toward the edge, and she will get the step out, I believe. 1 point on the board. It's either going to be the step out or the activity clock. It was winding down.
Blue one, red one. Yes, it's activity time and land red. Yes. Okay.
Let's take another look. I had it either a step out or that clock. The clock down to 1. So it was VELTE by a split second with that foot stepping out of bounds before Nunez. So the activity clock had expired, so the point will stand for VELTE, and then the step out point for Nunez. Boy, that was bang, bang. 1-1 our score. United States, by the way, did not challenge, so they still have their challenge left on that call, saved it possibly for the second period in what appears to be a pretty even match. You don't see a lot of separation between these two athletes from Brazil and the U.S.
One of the things that makes Nunes so lethal is that in Brazil, they do a lot of judo, and that's actually how they started to get women to wrestle, was by recruiting these judo athletes. So Velte knows that she's always just a slight just a slight hair away from getting thrown, because that's Nunes's go-to.
So you can go along with those throwers 3-4 minutes. Might seem uneventful, but boy, it turns into an event in a hurry with that capability. And after 3 minutes, deadlocked at 1. Two more medals to be decided for the women's freestyle, and we take a quick sneak peek at the updated team totals. Japan has cinched it with 150. China has locked in number 2 at 113. The United States third with 90. Canada fourth with 89. 1-1 our score, second period underway.
Let contact.
Nunez gets put on the shot clock for the second time, so Velte a chance maybe to get a second activity point. Has the underhook on the right side of Nunez. Nunez clears it away safely. Dropping down to that outside single attempt. Again, it's Velte who's the one that has been the aggressor in this bout. Launch after launch. She'll get rewarded with another point, so a 2-1 lead.
When Nunes comes in with that hard collar tie, you can see that Velte is throwing it by, doing a pass by right into a snatch of that single leg. Would really like to see her get in really good position from that and keep driving it so that she can score. Both of these athletes are incredibly powerful. You see that Velte's on Nunes's neck right there, and that's incredibly fatiguing.
Changing levels, trying to find a crack as Velte. You see her fake up and then look at an opening down low around the legs of Nunez. Bluff attempt by Nunez, swivels around to the backside. Velte turns and faces, fends it off successfully. With Nunez getting put on the clock twice, Velte gets hit with passivity here, but before that, I think that Kleenex popped out of her nostril, so they will put that back into place, try to plug it up for the final 56 seconds. We really haven't seen Nunez get close to setting up anything that looks like maybe a potential throw, which is what she wants to do.
She has a strong defense. She's not really opening up too much. When Velte gets close, she's getting in there with those strong collar ties, wrist control, and Velte's having a hard time really setting up and getting motion so that she can get the shot off that she wants. Right now, the point that Nunes has is from the step out that could have potentially even been her. It was just Velte's foot that went out of bounds first. Velte was told that she needs to continue with the action, otherwise she's going to get put on the shot clock with 45 seconds left. She does not want that.
And she's got to be realizing that that probably is going to be a reality with Nunez getting put on it twice. So she has to really step on that motor now and keep that motor driving forward to avoid that passivity call on a possible activity point. 2-1. Velte doing a good job. She's doing enough. Here comes a straight-on shot by Nunez. Not there as Velte corrals it. Nunez separates. One last charge from the Brazilian. 2-1. The American hanging on. 5 seconds to go. Nunez pushing hard toward the boundary. Wisely, Velte goes back into the center. And a bronze medal for the United States of America. In her second World Championship appearance, she comes away with a bronze medal.
That was incredible.